Okay, good morning, morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. PCE coming in. We'll talk about premiums here in a few minutes. App loving, big pop. They hired a law firm to look into this. So there used to be a stock called Overstock. I don't know if you guys remember it, overstock.com. And a short report came out, another short report came out, another short report came out. Everybody's shorting it. Another short report came out, 5 or 6 of them. And the stock, every time it went up, it collapsed. Okay? It was overstock.com, and they were doing all this stuff. And the CEO was kind of scummy, too. He would say stuff like, oh, we've created a thing. We're going to let you trade stocks. It's going to come out within 3 months at no cost. It's going to be faster than any brokerage. And he never did any of it, right? So nonstop stuff. And then obviously it got bought like at almost no money way back when it went to shit. So AppLovin, this article basically says the same thing the other two said, is that they're on this platform, but I haven't found out what platform it is, but they're violating all the advertising rules. Now, if you've ever done advertising on any of these things, they're really, really scummy, okay? Google is scummy. Tesla is scummy. They're all scummy, okay? I mean, not Tesla. Twitter and Facebook, they're all scummy, okay? They tell you, they give you all these impressions and people click on you. And what I've done is we've done a little bit of advertising. So I always say, okay, so we got 1,000 impressions. Give me the people's emails that clicked on us. Well, we don't always collect emails, so we don't have those. Okay, give me the people that signed up. Well, we don't have that. They don't have any information, guys. Okay? It's just all bullshit. 90% of all this advertising is bullshit. Okay? It just is. People think it works. It doesn't. Super Bowl ads don't work. Okay? So it's just, this is my vision, my personal opinion. Okay? So I'm just telling you. So now you go to this AppLovin, and they're saying they're doing all this stuff, and they're giving you impressions and all this stuff. And what this thing is saying, first of all, they're violating all the rules on the platform. Okay? So if they're violating all the rules and the platform allows them to do this, that means everybody else can create a similar product, which won't even take them a month to do, and do the exact same thing and violate every rule. Okay? And if they don't do that, then they're going to get kicked off the platform. The revenue is immediately going to collapse like TTD. Just like that. Just like that. Okay? Now think about this ad stuff. You got Roku, who for 15 years hasn't made money. Roku's like, oh, we're advertising, we're doing this. They haven't made money for 15 years. Explain to me what company can't make money for 15 years and their stock it goes up and down, up and down. Okay? Scummy. Scummy. Okay? So today's word of the day is scummy. So understand this. AppLovin is popping, but let me tell you, it starts going down. The next guy comes out. The first downgrade it gets in the next week isn't going to drop 50. Okay? Now maybe it doesn't get a downgrade and does drop. Okay? So the market, that's the market. That's AppLovin. And premium, we told you that. And we're going to teach you all about this in the New York event. And you will become a premium expert if you pay attention. Okay? If you don't, too bad. It is what it is. I'm not going to discuss it again after that event. Okay? And then we see. Okay? So opportunity. Next thing. We have these tariffs, which are going to come in. The news is as bad as it can get on tariffs. Okay? Now, you have to look at everything from two sides. This is the worst freaking news you could ever get. That means it can't really get worse. Right? Interesting. But maybe it does till Tuesday. And then what happened Wednesday? The 2nd. Now, my problem is I'm flying on Wednesday, so that's going to be a hard day for me when all this news comes out. So don't know. Okay? But obviously Thursday, Friday will be great. Okay? So So very, very interesting. So is that a reversal day? Yesterday, Tesla hit 291 and dropped. Okay. So I know a guy. He's a friend. He's in the room. He sat next to Tom Lee yesterday and Tom Lee's partner at a dinner. And Tom Lee thinks Tesla is going to go through the absolute roof by the end of the year. That's what he said. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just what he told me. So he's working on getting Tom Lee in the room for a day or two if he can. He's going to set up a meeting with me, so hopefully that works. Never know, never know, never know. Okay? Possible. Let's see what kind of pull he has. Okay? So interesting. But that's what we know. Does everything rip up or does it fail? If it fails, the news is so bad, you probably go down to 5,500, 5,400, and then maybe back up. Then we see. Okay? News is coming here in a minute or two, but the bigger news, the news that's coming in a minute or two is not the important news. The important news is consumer sentiment at 9 Central Time. So keep an eye on that. Okay? Lulu, way, way, way lower, imploding. MicroStrategy down 10. Bitcoin is holding. So two sides. You got to look at everything from every angle, guys. I think I've told you this. So if you look at it as Bitcoin is down, but why is Bitcoin not 60,000 if the market's collapsing? The positive side of it, it's holding here over 80,000. That's the positive side. Okay, so just understand that. How about GME? How about that scum on GME? It's hilarious. I mean, the guy, complete scum, right? I mean, you can't make this shit up. The guy does a thing. He doesn't buy any Bitcoin yet. How much is he going to buy? No idea. He's just going to keep raising money. He's going to go out there at the next conference call and say, "Oh, we're waiting for the price right to buy." He's going to do another offering. He's going to keep getting people's billions of dollars because they think of this GME. Now, if he were to actually go out and buy $3 billion worth of Bitcoin, see, people don't advise people correctly. If he bought $3 billion worth of Bitcoin today, GME would be 38, 39, maybe 40. But nobody believes it. Nobody believes it. Okay? Interesting. Oracle contract ended. People sending me stuff. Interesting. Okay, so news coming here in a minute. Let's see what happens here. So just understand this. Today's action, if we're going to collapse way down, I would think that it happens Tuesday on the 1st, and then we see what happens. Okay, but the premiums are too high. SPX down 20. It just dropped. What happened? Whoa, now it came back up. Here comes the PC. Hold on a sec. PC is coming out, down 20. Down 8, yep, down 20. Whoa. Hold on a sec. If somebody has it, how does this guy have a job, Sam Talley? He just sits there, you just give the number. Jesus. 0.3 versus 0.3, month over month. Up 0.4. Yeah, I told you, it doesn't mean much. It's just sitting there. If we collapse, if we break under this 56.52, then we really, really die. Okay, let's get started here. Okay, good morning. 3:28, event coming up, going to be amazing. You're going to have fun. Okay. SPX down 15, puts it at 56.75-ish, 80, 56.80-ish, somewhere in there, 83. 57.30 up, 57.51, the 200-day huge. Downside, 56.52, and then 56.09. Okay? All these numbers, not one word out of JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs on this 128 billion to buy or whatever. Now they don't say a word either way because they had their action like they needed to. Okay? Then we don't. Avago, if CoreWeave is going to come public at 40, I believe it's at 40 is we priced it. If it goes sub 30, all the chips are going to implode. Okay? Understand that. Avago 169, 161, 181 up. NVIDIA 109, 105, over 116. CrowdStrike needs 391, way up there. GME 26, but they need to buy Bitcoin or it's going sub 19. Apple 219, 216, over 226. Palantir's starting lower. Watch Palantir. Under 87 can really implode the market. Know that. Over 96 would be better. Meta right at 600, 609 up, 581 down. Carvana 199 down, 209 up. Netflix 1,000 up, 951 down. Coin, no man's land, no reason to play it. Costco, if these tariffs get crazy, Costco would be impacted, but it's not going down. It looks like it's held up into the end of the month. See how the action plays. MicroStrategy down 10. If Bitcoin were to break 83, can probably get to 300. If it doesn't and it pops back to 85, can probably get to 335. Goldman Sachs 551, 572. AppLovin 291 up, 252 down. 252 becomes a beast now. Microsoft continues to work lower. This AI trade is imploding. Just understand that. Tesla, it needs to get over 291. It tried, came back down. NOW under 809. Okay, that's what we know. That's what we know. That's the market you have. You have a big number coming at 9 Central Standard Time. Final consumer sentiment. Keep an eye on that. Look, it's the market you have. Huge news next Wednesday. Then we see. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.